Hello. If you're new to my face, my name is Lori. I'm a direct channel to Source. And today, I'm going to switch things up a little differently. I have a message, more of a story. It's something that I've been holding off on talking about. Well, I've placed little seeds here and there about what's been going on. But it's just a story of evil that is at play. And 2024 is all about, exposing secrets, whether it be a society or just wrongdoing that persists in the darkness and is blind to people around it. So I want to kind of explain to people who do have gifts, who are coming into their gifts, things that help me know that I'm on the right path and that shows me, yes, now is the time to share this message. So I have people watching my phone heavily because I'm brought into situations where I'm forced to show a light on things. Unbeknownst to me, I'm just brought into these situations and I'm a devoted servant of God, so I just do whatever I'm told to do. And so recently I watched something, I think it was on TikTok, but it was about this carnivorous caterpillar. And it inhales air and mimics the sound of a queen ant in distress, so that the ants pick it up, take it back to the nest, and then this carnivorous caterpillar feeds on the larva. I see myself as that caterpillar, but instead of feeding on the innocence, purity of the larva, I go into the nest and I feed on the darkness, the lies, and I attract those that are heavily steeped in darkness and lies to me, feed off of that, and emerge a caterpillar to help save those that are succumbed to devotion to this queen bee, queen ant, or the powers at play, based off of fear that they instilled in them, which is a lot of the ways in which secret societies run. I had placed a lot of blame on my family for, taking this inheritance, all of that, but they're just miniature players. They're the ones that sold me out, but it's a bigger scale. So there's this huge society of people that really run the world, and there's little divisions of it in different communities. So when a red flag comes off, like someone infesting the nest, showing a light on the darkness, they reach out to these other societies, the smaller divisions, whether it's of the same society or just a branch of it, and use fear and power, like money, resources, to have those members stop the person that's shining the light on their darkness. So that's where the family comes into play with the large players. I have been writing these messages and holding off on it. I was told it wasn't the time. So yesterday I almost put it out, but it wasn't ready. I was trying to do a video and it was like, I couldn't even get the words out. So I'm like, now's not the time. So I had written something, and it's not really the thing that I'm going to read today, but my kids came home and were showing me what they worked on. And the thing that I was writing about was the separation of church and state. I've been, pulled into looking into the main reasons why war starts in the world, and just religions and how it incorporates into society, and like why there was a separation of church and state. So that's something I could share in a later video. But while I worked on that, my kids came home and my daughter showed me that she made this. It says political map, and it's of the world. My son made a painting or a drawing of a popsicle, and he said it's a superhero. And he says this is a laser eye that allows him to see other people. Third eye, right? So that allows me to know that I'm on the right path, because I have people watching my phone, seeing how I get my knowledge and my messages, and trying to disprove or discredit my connection to God and infiltrate how I get my signs. But I'm ever changing. I've said before, you can't put me in a box. So no matter how you try to stop the signs, they come through me stronger in other ways. As they keep coming towards me, I get stronger, wiser. So again, like that carnivorous caterpillar, the more darkness they throw at me, the more full I get. And the more I get to be this huge, beautiful blue butterfly. So I want to read something that I wrote, kind of alluding to what I'm talking about, which is these societies that promise, that stand for enlightenment. They want to enlighten the public. They want people to get in touch with their spiritual side. That's how they, have that facade of it, to draw people in with the right intentions. But then once they get there, they use their magic, my manipulation to infiltrate these people and promise them everything that they could ever want at the expense of doing things that are morally wrong, that they wouldn't have done. But they're surrounded by people that are like, this is okay, this is good, this is what we do. Like, you want to be a part of this, you have to do this. And they feel singled out when they're surrounded by these people that are like, okay, I respect this person, I respect that person, and they're a part of this, so okay, it must be like, this is what I'm supposed to do. And then after the fact, they feel guilt about it, but they have this blackmail on the person, so they can't even separate themselves from the group if they wanted to try. So that's the people that I'm fighting for. It's these people that were misled to join these societies and now don't see a way out. Okay. So this is something I wrote on 12/15. It was a new moon in Sagittarius, all about manifesting, powered by Jupiter. And then it says the relevance to this is the ending fight scene in Lion King with Simba and Scar, the slow motion slap fight. He killed his father and made him feel guilt, shame, and fear. So he, the evil, would take over. He reigned for years until someone remembered in her childlike heart and went searching for a better life, found Simba, the born leader, denied his capability at first. Then she helped him see and get his pride back in his land and defend his home, the earth, water, and take back the resources and restore balance. And have good overcome evil to bring love over the land once consumed by greed and fear. After stolen from a fall from grace and led by deception and lies, fueled by a deep self-loathing thought that was created inside the mind of a jaded guy and didn't have anyone nor love outside to reflect a better thought to take its place. So the small insignificant one, thought, turned and grew over and over, more and more, until it was a burning desire of overtaking and distance. But what if he found good in his heart and heard that voice of love and believed it was truth and warmth and let it lead his actions in love, not fear of abandonment? That is the beauty of wonderment. Forever, these words and theories is much more than a wonder. It's a conclusion I made over years in notes on how we can all better understand one another. The fact is, universal laws have substance and validity in proving this too. So why cry and whine about these problems and who's in charge of delegating them and wasting all this time for the problems to grow and sprout into more branches of problems and knots in the roots of the issue? I'm going to stop there, but I'll do another video. But basically, I find relevance in movies and stuff. So the Lion King, like overtaking, it's time for Simba to come back home and defend what is rightfully theirs. It's been a long reign where these secret societies ran the world. In fact, there are symbols on our notes, the dollar bill, that prove their strength and power in these systems, but they're run by fear and a misuse of power, and it's wrong. And I'm a lover of love, but I'm a lover of war. And I say I'm a lover of war because I will go to war to defend love and truth. And I fight with love and truth. And that's how we should all look at this world. Fight for the truth, fight with love. And then we can overcome any evil that comes up against us if we band together and just come together as one collective consciousness and fight this evil. So I love you guys, and more to come.